Right, there's another video for 1VHT about the mixed exercises from chapter 5. It's all about arithmetic. And this exercise is about the percentages mostly. It's exercise 8. It says in the pie chart to the right, there's information about the revenue, that's the income or the money earned, for the fruit stand Pitsra in the month August. The total revenue was 48,000 euros. That's how much they made. The revenue from selling bananas was 4,320. Calculate what percentage of the total revenue was from bananas. And then for B, C, D, and E, we also have to use this pie chart that you see here. And in the pie chart you can see how much they sold of every type. They have a couple of types of fruit. They have pears, apples, bananas, oranges, and they also have other things. Now here I don't really have colors, but in the book, so I'm going to refer to this also, there you can clearly see which one is which, right? And here it's a bit hard to see. So when we're going to answer a question like that, I'll also take a look at this picture so we can see clearly what is what. So first we have bananas. The revenue from bananas was 4,320, and I want to know what percentage that is of the total. If you want to calculate a percentage, then this is what you do. You always take the thing that you want to calculate, so that's the bananas, right? You want to know what percentage is that, and you divide it by the total, and then you do that times 100. Now if you calculate that, we get 9%. So 9% of the revenue was for bananas. Then exercise B. It says here, how many euros was the revenue from oranges? So first we need to know what oranges were. Right? So I'm going to take a look at the picture in the book. It says here the oranges are the yellow part. And that's the thing here that we don't know. So that's what we need to figure out. We do know bananas now. Bananas is 9, and that's actually this percentage. In total, everything together is 100%. So what we need to do is we need to add this, see how much it is together. So we're going to add 24%, because that's this part, plus 12%, plus 38%, plus 9%. And when you add all of this, I mean this is 50, so this is 73, so it's 74, so it's 83% in total. So if you do 100% minus 83, then you get 17. So this part is 17%. But the question is not what percentage was from oranges. Now the question is, what was the revenue from oranges? So you have to do 0.17, because 17% is 0.17. You have to multiply that with 48,000. Now if you calculate that, then you will get 8,116. That's exactly, so I have to use just straight lines instead of the curved sign symbols, because the curved symbols mean approximately, right? But I think this was also exactly 9. Exercise C. The revenue from apples was more of that from pears. How many euros more? So we need to calculate what the revenue from apples were and what the revenues from pears were. And then we need to see what the difference is. So let's take a look at the picture. We can see that pears is 12%. And apples is 38%. So here we have 38%. And here we have 12%. So here you have to do 0.38 times 48,000. And then you have to do 0.12 times 48,000. Because if you do that, then you know what the revenue was from both of these types. So for apples, this was 18,240 euros. And for pears, this was 5,760 euros. So if you want to know what the difference is, then we have to do minus. So we do 18,240 minus 5,760. And then we have the answer, which is 12,480 euros. So that is exercise C. Then exercise D. So we still have D and E to do. Exercise D says, of the revenue from other fruits, 21% was from grapes. How many euros of revenue was from grapes? Okay, so first we have to figure out what others are. Here, others is the purple thing, so that's 24%. So we have to take the total revenue, 48,000, and we need to calculate 24% of that, because then you know what the revenue is for other types of fruit. One of those other types of fruit is grapes, right? Because here, grapes, they at 21%. So we're going to multiply this with 0.21%, because then we calculate 21% of like that number. So if you calculate what this is, then the revenue from grapes is €2,419.20. Oh, like that. And then exercise E. Of the revenue from other fruits, 3,350 was from mandarins. Calculate what percentage of the total revenue the revenue of the mandarins was. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, so we know the what mandarins were, and we want to calculate the percentage of the total. Okay, so it doesn't really matter that they say here of the revenue from other fruits. You don't really have to use that. We just need to calculate what the percentage is for the total for mandarins. So we're going to take the amount of mandarins, which is 3,350. We're going to divide that by the total, and then we're going to do it times 100. And then we get, let me see, 7.0%. Yeah, and the lights went off in the classroom. That's why you saw a bit of a changing in the lights. So these are the answers for exercise 8. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.